Hello guys, how's it going? So, where to start in this video? So first off, an apologies for not putting a video up last week. Basically, as you can tell by the empty space behind me and probably the echoiness of this microphone, I'm actually in the process of selling a house and eventually buying a new one at some point. So the reason I didn't put a video up, and I suppose in the next coming weeks there may be another odd week or two where a video doesn't get uploaded, and that's basically because I'm super busy just trying to sort out a lot of stuff, and it's all on my own as well, so apologies for that, and hopefully I will get back into a routine at some point in the coming months. So now that I've got the main apologisation out of the way, what's happening with Wrath of Cause? Well, first thing, you don't need to worry, it's definitely not going to be closed off. Just because of something happening in real life doesn't mean that it's going to impact the game as such. However, that will come at a cost of an actual tournament would have been postponed. So it's not going to be as I anticipated on Untap. It will be delayed. However, I've come up with a sneaky idea. Instead of having an actual tournament like how we had the micro tournament almost a year ago now, I'm looking at doing something on the lines of an ad hoc battle system where if you fancy playing the game on Untap, we would basically get a bunch of people who know how to play the game and who can hopefully judge the game. And then basically you earn points for winning, earn points for losing, and then you don't earn points for not turning up or forfeiting. And then what this will give us is basically like a ladder system where you can try and stay at the top. If the more inactive you become, there's just a chance that you're going to drop down the ladder, and basically it's there to give a bit of more of a community towards my game. And that's what I want to try and implement. Now, it will be tough because of what I've just mentioned with the house move and stuff like that, so it's basically as and when I've got time, which is why I am looking for judges, or people who know how to play the game. There is a rule guide online, and I know PDF is probably the most well-versed person, other than myself, in this game. So, if you are interested, just be sure to let me know down in the comments down below. But more importantly, if you want to be part of this ladder system before we do an actual tournament, then again, comment down below. I need to gauge some interest from you guys as to what's actually happening. And then we can start setting it up, and I can start creating an extra addition to the website, which will have a list of all the people, top to bottom or top to the top 10 or something like that, just to try and keep the game a bit more active. That's the main reason for this video. Well, one of the two main reasons of this video. So yeah, if you want to be a judge, by all means you can send an application. Well, I say send an application, email me at wrathofcause@gmail.com with any, obviously you need to have played the game a few times to be able to even think about applying. But more importantly, if you want to play, even if you've never played in the previous tournament, you're more than welcome to join. The rules are relatively easy to pick up. Again, we've got people who can help you on the Discord, and we've got the website as well, which has a nice easy guide for you to follow. So putting Wrath of Cause aside, Wrath of Cause 1 aside, should we say, I am still finding time to create some artwork for Wrath of Cause 2. So for those of you that didn't know, set 4 Wrath of Cause 1 is already out. If you want to have a look at that, you will have to go into the Game Crafter or click the link below. If you go on the Game Crafter, make sure you turn off the safe search because it probably won't come up as a search result. But Wrath of Cause 2 is obviously well in the works, and basically how we're doing this, it is going to release in a colour format, meaning the colour white is going to be the initial the initial set out. It's going to be a little bit different to how Wrath of Cause 1 works and how a lot of other HTCG works. So if you can kind of imagine like in an LCG way, that is the way Wrath of Cause 2 is going to be heading. And obviously it's going to be much easier to learn and much faster gameplay. So I've taken a lot of research from other HTCG games, what games gain attention, what games don't gain attention, card layouts, how to play, how easy the rules are to understand. I've taken all that into consideration and basically closed it and consolidated it into one. So hopefully this is going to be a really, really great game. Which we've actually got some beta cards, which is it's only grayscale, on just printed on thick paper, just so that me and a couple of others can physically play the game and make sure that the basics of the game are actually there. Obviously, the way the game will work a little bit differently to how these turn out, but it will give me an idea of how it works. And the 2.0 is actually the beta, which is this one. So the beta set is 50 of my favourite pieces of artwork from the original Wrath of Khor's game. So you're going to have all your main characters, you're going to have what my favourite pieces of artwork are, the better pieces of artwork, the most popular pieces of the most popular cards, what people know in the game, and they will be in this big thick wad of cards. And these are probably going to be, as with every HTCG, and I suppose you could at a glance every TCG, probably going to turn out to be the most powerful cards in the game. Now you can mix and match these cards into the corresponding decks, and there is also a multicoloured core in the beta, which could be extremely overpowerful, or it could limit you on how you play the game. So once I've got a bit of gameplay down on this, I'll be most certainly make you aware of what the outcome actually was, and if I need to make any adjustments, then I will. If I can get some sneaky previews up, I will. If I get some video footage, I'll get that video footage up on the website as well. So 2.0 is the beta set, and then the next 5 colours were going to be released in colour order. So the black and white are going to be the first colours to come out, and then you're going to have the red, green and blue at a later stage, and they're basically going to drop into set. So like I said, 2.0 is the beta, 2.1 will be the start of the brand new artwork for the game. So 2.1 will be where the white colour starts. So we're going to have the white, black, followed by the red, blue and green, which the latter 3 will drop down into the game at a later stage. Now this doesn't mean we're going to be having less cards, however, in a set, because each colour will come with 50 cards. So if you can imagine, we've already got 50 cards in the beta, we've got 50 cards in the white, we're going to be having 50 cards in the black, and for the initial release of the game, that's 150 cards alone. And then we're going to be having another 150 cards coming for the 3 colours later on in the game. So we are looking at a lot of cards in set 1, which is why I can't release it all in one go. But once I've got the initial cycle out of the way and we get onto version 2.2, I can start dropping an extra colour in without the limit of having to bring in so many cards at once. It will just be a 50 card update every so often. And then another sneaky announcement is, as well, if you are a fan of Wrath of Khor's, or more so a dedicated fan of Wrath of Khor's, there will be a beta box on the Game Crafter at some point in the near future. Obviously, I'm working on the packaging designs currently, but we've got the backs of the card designs done, we've got the front of the card designs done. The reason for the beta set is to pick out any fragilities in the cards themselves, so anything what you might need updating before the actual 2.1 comes out, that will be implemented in the game. But yeah, there will be like a beta box that comes out, and it will only contain cards from the beta. It will contain one of every card from the beta cards, as well as a full sheet of foils when the Game Crafter begins to do foils. It will also come with a playmat, the corresponding dice and the little items, the little objects what come into the pack, as well as a box itself. So it's not by any means, it is the Game Crafter, it's not by any means going to be cheap. We're probably looking about 20 to 30 US dollars or something like that. But you will literally get a flawless set of the beta cards, physical and legal use of the cards as well. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Anyway guys, so it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to cut the video here because I don't want to make really long videos. So if you haven't already, it would mean a massive amount to me now if you could subscribe or just like the video. It's especially with me starting to slow down on videos over the next month or two, and until I get set up in a new house. It is going to be hard for me, but you know, we'll battle through it together. I don't really know much more what to include in the video. So if you want to see anything, if you want to take part in the Wrath of Course 1 tournament, if you want to become a judge, if you want to know more information about the beta set on Wrath of Course 2, just anything, any questions, just, you know, just ask away in the comments. You know, there's no such thing as a stupid question. If you've got something to ask, if you just want to show your appreciation towards the game, that would literally mean the world to me. So yeah, thanks a lot guys for watching this video, as per, hope to see you in the next one. I'll see you soon.